Hey guys, Ray here, and today I'm excited to show you a really cool new product that I just purchased. And I want to make it clear, I did purchase this. This isn't a review product, so my review here is from somebody who actually plunked down the money to purchase the product. Now the product is called VideoLeadBox, and what it is it's a creation tool for putting those pop-ups on your website that have all sorts of really cool functionality. And in this case, you can add videos to a pop-up, you can add buy buttons for products, you can even do campaigns like Teespring and Amazon if you upgrade to the Pro version. But what I really love about this product is that it is really, really easy to use. And if you're not a designer, they have all sorts of pre-made campaigns for you ready to go. In fact, they even have local niche marketing campaigns, so things like dentists, restaurants, real estate are already in there pre-built and ready to go, which means that if you purchase this, you could actually turn around and sell these lead boxes to local businesses. And they also have other things in there as well, such as Forex trading, make money online, all that kind of fun stuff as well. But rather than yap on about this, let me show you my demo where I'm going to go through the process of creating a lead box. So check it out. Okay, so here I am inside of VideoLeadBox, and just so you kind of understand the way this works, it's actually a two-part process. You have the dashboard or the back end, which we're in right now, and you have the builder, which you can start by clicking here. Now in your back end, this is where you can do your analytics. This is where you can preview. This is where you can set up where the pop-up is going to show up. So you can choose one of the corners, one of the sides, or the center. And for our test here, we'll just choose the bottom. Then you've got the option to choose when it shows up. So you can have it show up at a certain time. If it's 0, it'll pop up right away. Or we can choose to have it pop up any number of seconds. In this case, we'll choose 5. Now the great thing about this is many of these pop-up type things only let you choose certain times, but for this one you can actually put in whatever time you want and have it pop up. You've also got the ability to have it pop up on a scroll, so as people scroll up and down the page, if they go over, in this case, 50% of the page, when they scroll, the pop-up will show up. And that, of course, is adjustable, so we could set that to 30% if we wanted. And then we have our exit intent. So as the visitor moves their mouse to the edge of the screen, it's going to trigger the pop-up. Now, of course, on mobile, there's no way for them to know if you have exit intent because there's no mouse pointer. So you can actually have it pop up after a certain amount of time if they're on a mobile device. And of course, you can do page close. So if they try to close the page, it'll pop up. And again, on mobile, you can choose a time that you want it to pop up as an option as well. You can also choose whether to show it on all pages or not. For our test purposes, we're not really going to embed it on a page, so we'll just leave it as yes for now to show on all pages, but you can choose which ones you want to by just putting the URLs here. The next thing you can do is a frequency. Now this is for if somebody was to come to your page every day for a week, you don't want to have the pop-up pop in front of them every single day. So you could actually set it to every 3 days if you want. And it'll cookie them, and when they come back after 3 days, it'll then pop up. And we're going to leave this at 0 for now, so it'll pop up every time. And then you can set up an auto close, which means that after a certain number of seconds, the box is going to close automatically. Again, you can choose whatever you want. So for instance, if you've got a video you just want to play, but there's no action, if the video is 30 seconds, you could put in 30 seconds and have it close after the video plays. Again, we'll just leave that at 0 for now. And then a cool thing is you can actually schedule your pop-up boxes. So for instance, if you're a restaurant and you're going to have a special on Tuesdays, you could set this up to pop up on Tuesday, and you could have it set up to turn off on Wednesday. So there you go. Very cool stuff there. All right, so let's get into actually creating our lead box. So I'm going to create one, in this case, for a pizza restaurant. So we're going to name that. I'm going to save that with all of our settings here. Then I'm going to hit Start the Builder. Now, as you can see here, one of the really cool things about this is they've got a lot of templates in here. And not only do they have a lot of templates, but they have very specific business-based templates. So for instance, a bakery, a dentist, Forex trading, home repair, Kindle, lawyers, make money online, nightclubs, pizza, which is what we're going to use, plumbers, real estate, restaurants, salsa, Teespring or t-shirt campaigns, weight loss. So just all these really cool things in here, and it goes on and on and on. And what we're going to do is we're going to choose, well, I guess we'll choose this restaurant one right here. since it's right in front of us. Okay, so as you can see, the template pops up here. It looks very good. It's got a nice picture in the background. This is where your video will pop up. This is your button to learn more, and a couple of images of product over here. So all we have to do to edit this is to start off by editing our text by clicking on it. And you could say, free pizza. Okay, for whatever reason, you're going to give them free pizza. But you can change the text that easily. Now, as far as the video goes, all you have to do is click on the video. And over here, you can put in your embed code. So you go to YouTube, grab the embed code, drop it in here. Then you could choose to put a border around this if you wanted, so a dashed line, as you can see there. Or you can choose other types of lines. I'm going to leave it at none. You can choose a border size on those lines, border corners, and of course you can choose the color. And the cool thing is you can choose an animation. So for instance, if we were to choose, let's say, ta-da, you'll see that, ta-da, there's our video. So you can do that with your video. And that's the same with pretty much every element. As you saw when we loaded this, these already had an animation in them, these images here. And you can see, we'll just choose one here. So maybe bounce, okay? And we'll choose bounce for this one as well. And then maybe for our button, we'll also choose an animation. Maybe we'll have it bounce in. There we go. Okay, so you can do all of those things there. And the animations aren't just for these individual elements. You can set it for the entire box itself here. So we just click on the background, the gray background that is. And then we can come over here and we can choose entrance animation. And there's just a ton of these things in here that you can choose from. Whoops. Obviously, I chose swing whether I wanted to or not. Okay, so we just got a bunch of these in here that we could choose from. So maybe we'll do fade in left big. Boom, there we go. Now we can do an exit animation as well. And so we'll come in here, we'll choose another one for our exit, and it fades out. Okay, so it pops in and fades out. We can choose another one maybe, let's say roll out. There you go, very cool stuff. Okay, so you can have it slide in and roll out. And of course, we've got all of our animations on our individual pieces as well. Now, here's some of the cool things you can do with this. If you don't like what they've set here, you can create your own. You don't have to use a template. And if you do use a template, you can actually add to the template. So in this case, we could actually add more text. So we could add a headline or a list, a paragraph, or even an icon. We don't need to do that here, so we're going to leave that. Here you can add images under media. You can add YouTube videos, you can add SoundCloud, and you can embed another video. You've also got forms you can choose, so an opt-in form, custom opt-in forms, horizontal, fancier ones, etc., etc. And then we get to the social widgets. Now this is where you can do some fun stuff. You can add a Facebook like button if you want, and we'll drop that in here so you can see that. Okay, so you can see it's got the like and share and the information there. And if we decide we don't want that, all you have to do is right click and hit delete, and that'll remove it out. Okay, and we can come back and we could add, same thing with Google+, Twitter follow buttons, and Twitter tweet buttons. And of course you can do a social media row button as well. Drop that in there and it gives you all that information. And we can put that, maybe we want to put it, I want to put it down over here. Now we'll put it up over in the top corner, right like that. There we go. You can see we're starting to get a little crazy, but that's how easy it is to do that. Same thing with the buttons. Obviously, this one's already got a button, just like this one here, but you can drag and drop that in. You can do a closed lead box image or a closed lead box button. So for instance, if we wanted to add a closed button in here, we could do that and just set that up wherever we wanted. Okay, again, if you don't like it, right click and delete. Hit OK. Then, of course, we can come back here and you can add PayPal buttons and PayPal donate buttons. Now, the PayPal button, I believe, is an upgrade. I do have the upgraded version. I bought the Pro version, so I'm not sure if you have PayPal in the original version. I think you do not. But basically, you could just drag your PayPal in here. And if you've got your PayPal integrated in here, then you'll be able to do a buy now from that here. And you can see over here, you can choose your product name, your item numbers, etc., all to get a nice purchase through PayPal. Again, right-click to delete if you don't want it in there. Then, of course, we got some marketing options. Now, this, of course, is an upgrade. So the upgraded version will have an Amazon widget, an ebook creator, same thing for a computer screen, Teespring countdowns, and a Teespring shirt. So you can do all of these things in here. So, for instance, if you were doing an Amazon one, you would drag an Amazon link in here, get your Amazon box, and then over here you could choose categories, and you put in your associate ID there, and you can choose categories if you wanted to. So let's say appliances. Okay, and that'll allow us to do appliances. So maybe we could do ovens. We're going to do an oven campaign, and you can do a dark or a light theme. So we're going to stick with the light theme, etc. So you can have some fun with that there. Again, right-click, delete to get rid of it if you don't want to use it. And again, you got the ebook and the Teespring stuff here. So if we want to put a computer screen in here, I just want to show you this quickly. You can drop that in here, and you can actually design this. So you can do a screen image here. So if we were to go and find an image that we wanted to use inside the video screen there. So let's see if we can get anything good here. This here, see if this works. Yeah, so you can see it fills it into the screen there. So very cool if you wanted to show off a piece of software. Okay, and again, we can delete that out if we want to. And the same thing goes for our ebook. If we drag our ebook in here, okay, we can come in here and we can actually edit our ebook. So we could change it to a white book if we wanted to. We could change the image. So again, let's find an image in here. So maybe our ebook, we want it to look like this. Okay, that puts the box in there. And, let's see, image position. I can move that about. Okay. Again, you can do an entrance animation. We can change the title of the book to My Cool Book. Okay, so just a very, very cool little ebook builder built right inside the product. And again, you can delete that out. Okay, so that's our marketing stuff. And again, Teespring campaigns. If you're doing those, you can drop in a t-shirt here. Okay, and this is where you can put in your Teespring URL, and it'll actually bring in the shirt that you're actually selling. So we can delete that again here. And then we got geolocation. So we could use the visitor's city name. You can do a flag. This is very popular in a lot of these things where it's just going to show whatever country you're in. It's going to show your flag. Okay, and then we could you could do things like, we're going to put the visitor's city name in here. Okay, so you drag this in here, put that right here, and we could say change this and make it say free pizza in. And then put our city. Okay, and what'll happen is that'll say Houston or New York or Chicago or Detroit or whatever it happens to be. And so once we're done with all of this, all we have to do is hit save. And by the way, we can do a few other things. You can add steps. So if you're going to do an opt-in, you could do a two-step opt-in, which is very popular. Okay, and you can create a link to the step, or you can go directly to the step image. And then, of course, you've got miscellaneous things like rulers and layers, countdown timers, external websites, and Google Maps. So you could literally drag in a map into your product here. So there you go. There's a map. And again, we'll delete that out of there. Once again, I'll just hit save. I'm going to close this out. And so now we're back onto our back end here, and we can actually preview what we've created. All we have to do is hit the preview button. But before we do, I'm going to switch this to entrance and leave it at 5 seconds. I'll hit save. Now we'll preview it, and we'll wait 5 seconds. And there's our free pizza in Lake Elsinore. And you can see we're kind of cropping in on ourselves here, but there you go. Obviously, we're not showing a video because we didn't have a video in there, but if we had put a video in there, we'd be seeing that. We've got the American flag. And we got the different foods in here. So very, very easy to put this in here. So very easy to set up a very cool little pop-up. What I love about this program is the fact that it is so easy to do. They've also got lots of tutorials they've got support, they've got bonuses, they've got a webinar you can join, just a lot of really good stuff in here. In the upgrades, you can even do split testing, which is very nice. So if you're looking for a way to do really nice pop-ups, maybe you're not a graphic designer, but you want to make some really awesome pop-ups, or maybe you want to make pop-ups for a client. Imagine what that's worth to them. This is a great way to be able to do it very easily. It's fun to use, and it, of course, has a video-centric nature to it, so it's very cool for anybody doing video marketing. So that's VideoLeadBox, a great new tool to add to your arsenal. Well, there you go. That's VideoLeadBox, and it is a very easy product to use with some extremely cool features. And of course, because we want to add extra value, we've got some great bonuses to go along with this, which you can see at the bottom of my review. And of course, 10% of any purchases made will go to the charity that we choose for this month, which we are still in the process of voting for, but we'll find out pretty soon what that charity is going to be. Now, if you have any questions about this particular product, please feel free to comment at the bottom of this page or hit me up on Facebook and I'll be glad to answer it for you.